I'm going to give you another weird analogy here.
Oh, here we go.
I was hanging out with some sheep yesterday. Right?
I'm done. Let me land the plane! I can't sit with this.
I went to see the lambs.
I need to get off the plane.
Welcome guys, I'm Joe Weller and this is SikSilk's High Life, where I get to chat to some special guests on this extravagant private jet to find out how they hit the heights of their careers. Let's do it. Hello Pete.
All right, Joe, what's happening?
Come on in. All right Pete, here we are back again in your natural habitat.
When people think of Pete Wicks, they do think private planes.
Exactly.
That's exactly what they think, mate. I'm looking forward to this. Where are we going?
I've had a word with the pilot. I'm going to allow you to pick exactly where this luxury jet goes. So where are you picking, bruv?
Easy, really easy. We're going Vegas.
Vegas?
Mate, of course
What's
we're
there
going
to
Vegas.
do in Vegas for us?
What isn't there to do in Vegas? Have you got a bird?
Yes, we've got a girlfriend.
All right, well, forget that for a couple of days. We are going Vegas because it is party. We're just going to party, mate. And I think we all need that after the year we've had.
To be fair, I actually want to know, like, how does someone like you, successful businesses, you know, smashing it in normal life, how did your mentality go in the whole lockdown thing?
I've lived on my own since I was young. The first part of lockdown was a bit of a, I quite enjoyed it because it was like a bit of a break for me.
Yeah.
I've worked for so many years just non-stop and I'm a bit of a workaholic with stuff. But then the second one, it hit hard a little bit. When something's taken away from you, like a bit of freedom, you don't know what to do with yourself. And I couldn't find enough things to do. If I didn't have my dogs, I would have lost the plot.
Mate, that's what I'm saying as well. Like, I live alone as well. And obviously, like, not being able to see my family, not being able to, like, you realise how much social interaction is like key to like just operating.
Because the things you take for granted, like the people that you see all the time, your mum or your family or friends, whatever it may be, when that's taken away from you, you think, oh, hell.
Did you learn like anything new? Did you take the time to like go, right, I'm gonna do this thing that I've never tried, always wanted to, sort of thing?
Well, no, I didn't. So basically, I love learning anyway. I like to read a lot of things, but I thought what I would do was learn to paint.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Fair play.
What I learnt was, I bought an easel, I bought paints, I bought all the stuff, really struggled with it. So then I sort of thought, right, okay, baby steps. So I started buying colouring books.
Okay.
And I started doing colouring books.
Yeah, I thought, mate, to be fair, like the last thing
You were
that...
hoping for something a little bit more than that.
Well, I mean...
I learned Cantonese or something like that. No,
I just saw this banana bread craze going on. I was like, surely that's the sort of thing you were into.
I already do quite a bit of baking and stuff, do you know what I mean? So I was all right with that, it was fine. No, I just learned to colour within the lines. And, you know, that did take a year.
Now, you spoke about, obviously, the reason why we're going to this Vegas trip city.
Yeah.
Ladies, and you obviously, we've seen on TV, we've seen a lot of what you do revolves around women.
Well, I mean, I'm 32 and I'm still single, so it ain't worked out that
My
well,
point,
is
this is
it?
what I've always wanted to ask you, right? Do you actually believe in monogamy?
Oh, God. You've really just gone straight in
No,
there,
mate, I've gone
haven't you? Do you know
straight
what
in
I mean? We've barely even taken off and you're
No.
just straight in there. There was no
Straight
foreplay
in.
there, was there? Didn't tickle me for a little bit, you just went straight in.
Not at all.
So, yeah, I believe in soulmates. Fully.
Yeah.
I have got a checkered past, but I think that's because I've got involved in things that I probably shouldn't have gotten involved in.
Well, what?
Well, I like you. Basically, I think it's just a case of the wrong people maybe in the wrong times. And I do think that does make a difference. And I don't think I was ever ready to settle down and do the whole relationship thing, even though I told myself I was.
In terms of like, if you're not ready, there's no point trying to introduce someone else to the circle sort of thing.
Yeah, and when you get to 30, you start feeling the pressure for people that, you know, success is measured on, you know, whether you've settled down, got a life, got a wife and kids and all that sort of shit. And actually, not everyone's the same. We're all here to run our own race and do it at your pace.
Mate, totally.
And as soon as you start comparing yourself to what other people are doing, you lose track of who you are.
You need that mentality of like, I'm not going to do what everyone else does in order to like be successful. And I think, yeah, likewise with the whole dating thing, like you hear people get near 30 and they're like, oh, I'm meant to have this, I'm meant to have that. At the end of the day, like we are just, you know, we're on this floating rock through space. Who makes the rules?
Sorry,
do you know no, but do you know what I mean? If you're actually realistic with it.
Yeah, try and be realistic. What's happened to floating rock?
We're on a floating rock going through space. Why is there any rules like, oh, you're meant to be with someone at this age? You're meant to go with Vegas only if you're single. You're meant to do you know what I mean? Like, there are no rules.
It's social pressures from other people and the way people perceive success.
There we go.
I think
That's what I'm
it
getting
is.
at.
There's one thing that defines success for me, and that's peace of mind.
Mate,
Without
yeah.
that, you ain't got.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I'm gonna give you another weird analogy here.
Oh, here we go.
I was hanging out with some sheep yesterday. Right?
I'm done. Let me land the plane. I can't sit with this.
I went to see the lambs.
Did you have a woolly good time?
Yeah, it was
Sorry, that was really bad.
it was quality, but like it made me think. Right, they sit there, they just eat their grass, they mind their own business, they're content as anything. We as humans.
Or socially perceiving that a sheep is happy because they
Okay,
have grass.
100%.
How do you know that that sheep is not happy that they're not in the next field? So you're doing what everyone else does. Great analogy there, mate. Shall we move on?
Anyways, your tattoos. Have you ever had lasering?
Yes.
What do you feel like hurts more?
Lasering, 100%.
How come?
Because it's vile, mate. You've had some, I can see.
Mate, I've had the whole sleeve lasered.
And how has that worked out for you?
Horrendous.
Have you enjoyed it?
It's like when you're frying oil
Yeah.
and it spits out, it's like that repeatedly on your arm.
That's exactly what it is. And
Yeah.
I think tattooing is a more of a constant pain, which you can endure and you get used to.
Yeah.
You can't get used to them little dabs of... And the healing process of lasering is horrific. So you know how lasering works?
Pressure waves.
So basically what it does, it breaks down the ink.
Yeah.
And then your body consumes the ink, effectively.
And it comes out within your...
I mean, I don't know how it
No,
comes
that's what
out.
they said to me.
Oh, is that... What?
You wee
So
out
what have you
your
got,
ink.
Oh, you piss it out?
You piss out your ink, mate.
Right, so what did you have, like blue piss?
No, but that's where it comes out.
Does it?
Yeah.
I assumed you get rid of it in some way. I mean, I didn't go into, how you actually get rid of it. I don't scar,
Right.
I don't bruise, I don't anything, apart from lasering. Completely and utterly messed me up.
Why did you get lasering?
Because the majority of my tattoos are what I like to describe as, basically. I started getting tattooed when I was 15.
Okay.
I'm 32 now, so
Right.
I've had years of mistakes on my body. I've had exes' names.
You've done that?
Yeah, I'm that guy, yeah.
Are you literally covered absolutely everywhere?
Yeah, I've still got a bit of this leg to do and then some little spaces. I don't feel like I've got many tattoos. Really weird, but I do. I'm having my done soon.
Are you going to do your face?
Right, this is like a bone. I am dying to do my face.
Really?
But my mum, she's already contemplating disowning me, so I think that would really push her over the edge.
Okay.
She's always said to me, please don't do your face. I actually took my nan to get tattooed for her 70th birthday. That was an experience.
What did she get? She get your face?
She didn't get my face. No, skin's a bit too saggy for that, mate. Wouldn't look right. She had my name on her ankle. Yeah, have a grandkids.
Where was it that you sort of realised, right, I don't want to do what everyone else does. I want to take what I have in life and make something of it?
I just wanted to earn money from a young age, and from the age of like 13, I had paper rounds. I was working like 30 hours a week at the age of 13 at a hotel, doing all sorts of different bits because I just wanted to be able to do what I wanted to do, and I felt like money would give me a chance to do that. And I think as you get older, you realise that money isn't the pinnacle of what success is at all.
No, it's just more freedom to allow you to do what you want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then a guy that I used to know, his dad had a recruitment firm. So he said, why don't you just come up to the city? And I thought, listen, I'm 18 years old, let's go up to the city. And I was like a T-boy, basically, for a recruitment firm. And then, one of the guys that I was basically a T-boy for had a day off sick. So I basically just took over his desk and didn't really tell anyone and did all right out of it. And then sort of just worked my way up. And by the time I was like 22, I was like a sales director for a UK-based international sales team. Right,
and so when the whole Towie thing came about, was that like, how did that transition even happen? Where did that come out from?
So basically, I decided I wanted to step on mine, but before I did that, my best mate was on Towie.
Oh, right, you sort of like...
So they'd been on at me and they'd asked me for a little while about, will you come and do it? And I was like, well, you could come to Marbella and film 10 days in Marbella and then decide what you want to do from there. So I decided literally the day before I flew to Marbella that, yeah, go on, I'll just do Marbella and that will be it, and I'll just come on and it'll be like a free holiday with me and my mate, and that'll be that. And then that was 7 years ago. and I'm still there.
And what was it? Was it the money? Was it the fact that
No,
it opened
I earn less
new
money
doors?
now
Oh, really?
Yeah, from like the TV type stuff than what I did before.
Right. So was it the fact that you just, you actually loved it? You ended up really liking it?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
What was it?
It was quality of life.
Fair enough.
Having done the TV stuff, I never wanted to be famous or anything like that. And I always say to people, if I could have my time again, I probably wouldn't do it. But it's given me some of the most amazing experiences in my life. You do make your own luck in life sometimes. And whatever you do, to be good at what you do, you have to put in hard work. Yep. Now, it might not be slogging your guts away on a building site every day, which is real hard graft, but it doesn't mean that success just comes to you because you're lucky. You have to put the work in. And if people want to be successful, they will be, but you have to work for it in whatever you do.
And that is the mental thing. I think people often look at like the reality TV or the YouTube industry like that and go,
So we just have loads of fun all the time.
Yeah. It's just, and I guess it's, the hard work that is put in behind closed doors that no one ever sees.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting here saying it's the toughest job in the world. It's not. I'm so fortunate and so grateful to be able to do some of the things I do. But it doesn't just get handed on a plate. The cream always rises to the top, is what I think, and that is based on authenticity. That's the one thing in life that is the most important thing you can do, no matter what you do. We're all on the same level playing field, and when you learn to accept that this is who I am, and this is my life, and this is my chance, decide what you want to do with it, and then go for it. And if it don't work out and you fail, try again.
Like you're saying, no matter whether you succeed or fail, doing it, going for it, if that's something you're passionate about, it's so important and to get to where you eventually want to be. And I think a mad thing, obviously on social media, obviously you try anything, there's so many people that are there to just be toxic and put you down, and it can scare a lot of people. I don't want to look like a weirdo or different or be, chatted crap about almost, that people will maybe not put their neck out and try something that they truly want to do. And I think spreading that message of like failure is probably more common in success than success.
Failure is the most important thing you can go through.
Yeah.
It's the most important learning curve for anyone. Up. It's okay to like, it's really okay because you learn so much from that.
So, looking forward to the future now, obviously, do you think that it's important to have like a business plan? Do you need to, plan in 5-10 years advance? Or do you just like go with the flow and just, believe that you've got it in you no matter what life brings?
Well, it's nice to have like an idea of what you want to do, but sometimes what you want to do and what you end up doing are two completely different things. I never expected to be doing what I do now in the slightest. So I've adapted throughout that to try and be as good as I can at what I do now. Now, I don't know in 10 years' time whether I'm still going to be doing what I do now, or I may change and to do something else. So I think it's focusing on what is in front of you at the time and just striving to be the best at whatever that is. Doesn't matter what that is. Don't think about, the step after the step after the step after. And everyone seems to do that. And I think, a lot of people, that's probably not the best advice, because a lot of people seem to think you have to plan, loads of things in advance, but you don't. You really don't. It's okay to not know what you want to do.
Mate, I'm gonna take this away with me.
Well, you don't need any help, do you?
On to Vegas. Because
Yes,
guess what, baby? We've just landed. So,
oh, here we go, mate. The party's
so
started.
Let's do it, brother. No time. Here we go. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe on this video, and please comment down below who you'd like to see me sit and chat to next time on the SikSilk's High Life. Peace.